conscious endeavors. Now I'm understanding, and I'm having a better understanding of why you can't introduce a new consciousness to an old consciousness, because it is a different frequency. You're never going to be able to get someone to understand your frequency if you're on a different station than they are at. So pretend like we're on a radio, and one person is on B96 dance radio, another person is on 97.9, the loop. If you want to listen to rock, you have to go to the loop. If you want to listen to dance, you got to go to B96. Well, the problem here is we're not understanding how to get to that frequency yet, because humanity is still too young to understand how to incorporate and how to understand these frequencies and how to adapt to them. So you're never going to be able to catch the higher frequencies of your reality, and you're never going to get a chance to see the heaven of the higher vibrational frequencies of your reality if you're still swarming in your cauldron of bullshit and anger and frustration and self-love issue. You have to transcend that in order to see the new frequencies of reality. In order to see the higher frequencies, you have to transmute the lower frequencies to love and creation in order to get to that. I'm having the time of my life trying to explain to family and friends, and it's just turned very, very aggressive and abusive in the sense that people are just telling me that I'm sick. This is not an illness. Humans are still too stupid to understand what the difference of consciousness is. Everything that I have now and everything that I'm doing now, I chose. So there's no illness here. There's no mental disease. There's no sickness. There is only a difference in consciousness. Now, you have to understand that there is no mental issues. You have to understand that the consciousness is higher, and that's why you don't understand and you can't accept the frequency. But the problem is everybody just keeps saying that you're sick, you're sick, you're sick. This is not the case, and I'm going to prove it. When you're always a higher frequency than others, there's always going to be a frequency difference in your whole life, like mine and my family. You're never going to get a chance to understand the person when you're not on their frequency. You're never going to get a chance to communicate. You're never going to get a chance to love that person even, because that person is always on a different frequency than you. And I realize that I can't talk about these very, very important, poignant moments in my spirituality with people for 10 years now, because I've been trying to explain exactly what this consciousness is, but I can't even get to that point because everyone is still swarming in their cauldron of bullshit and toxicity and anger and negativity. Listen, people, the only way you're going to get a chance to introduce and understand new information and energies is if you get rid of all that old garbage that you've been hanging on to. And the problem is that we keep hanging on to this garbage and we don't know how to let go of it. If somebody is coming at you with love, you don't gaslight them. If somebody's smarter than you or more conscious and trying to explain something to you, don't fight with people who are more conscious and smarter than you and that know more than you, because you're not going to make yourself look very good. And so this is what's constantly happening. You make yourself look like a fool when you argue and fight with people who are more intuitive and understand more than you do. And so you can never get anywhere, because it's a constant fight of ego and frequency and self-love. So I hope this helps. You have to love yourself more. You have to work on your ego. And this is actually most of the collective. It's a lot of it is self-love and ego is what I'm seeing. You're never going to get a chance to understand and ride this wave of new energies ever if you're going to continue to keep swarming in your cauldron of bullshit and toxicity and negative energy. I hope this helps. Much love. Go inside your meditation. Transmute negative energy to love and creation. I'm still seeing that nobody really wants to listen. So if you don't want to listen, then this is why people are still suffering. So make sure we do the work, because if you don't do the work, you're going to continue to suffer. Conscious endeavors.